Good morning. I'm starting day 2 where I start a lot of my days, and that's in front of the supermarket where I shop almost every day. Prior to April of 2021, the first person I greeted each morning was likely whoever was working in the produce section that day. But since April of 2021, the first person I greet every day is the security guard who's been here ever since there was a mass shooting in April of 2021. 4 people were shot, and one man who I spoke to every day, who I knew by name, was killed. And there's a beautiful memorial to him. And I know what I do every day to make the community feel a little safer is when I enter, I'm so thankful for the person who's there to protect us, and I tell them that. And I know everyone's name, and I ask how their children are, and I bake muffins and bring them here when I'm baking. And that's what I can do. And before I leave the store each day, I stop by the memorial to the gentleman who was killed, and I promise him that I will do everything I can to bring an end to the senseless gun violence that we all are experiencing. And recently we felt, I think a lot of us, unmoored by the violence that has been happening neighbor to neighbor for things that we might see as innocuous connections, knocking on the wrong door, asking someone to turn down the noise a little. And so I know what I can do as an individual, but there are also systemic issues. There are things that we can only solve together. Are we electing leaders who speak love and acceptance into public spaces? Are we supporting laws and policies that provide safety nets so that our neighbors don't have to think before saying, should I buy food or should I pay the electric bill this month? There are things we can do on the personal level, but there are things we can only do together on the systemic level. And that's why I'm really glad in this moment to be working at the Peace Alliance, because we have this really beautiful mission that understands the interconnection between the personal and the systemic. And so I invite you to think about all the personal ways each day you can do to make your community a better place. But then also let's start the conversation about what can we do together to provide the systemic support that fosters the development of the peaceful communities we want to live in.